the heart of the Arabian desert, where the sun scorches the golden dunes and time seems to stand still, stands a place so sacred that its mere mention makes the hearts of millions beat faster. A place that vibrates with daily prayers, where crowds circle around a mysterious cube as if participating in a ritual that transcends millennia. Imagine 2.5 million people moving in perfect circles, 7 ritual turns. A deafening silence broken only by whispers of prayers in dozens of languages. And at the center of it all, a 40-foot-tall black cube that holds secrets that not even modern science can fully explain. We are talking about the Grand Mosque of Mecca, the Masjid al-Haram. And at its center rests the Kaaba, the most sacred structure in Islam, and possibly the most enigmatic religious object in all of humanity. But what lies behind its black stones? What hides beneath the veils of faith? What events marked this sacred land with blood and tears? And why do some scientists believe this site may be connected to phenomena that challenge our understanding of physics? The Kaaba is not just a cube. It is the spiritual heart of over 1.8 billion Muslims. 5 times a day, on every continent, billions of people turn toward it to pray. But its origins are shrouded in mystery. Islam teaches that it was built by Abraham and his son Ishmael following divine orders. However, archaeological discoveries suggest something much older. Nabatean inscriptions found in the region date back to 300 BC. Some scholars claim that the Kaaba existed even before Abraham, dating back to times before Noah's flood. And there are those who believe that the Kaaba was not built by human hands. According to Islamic mystical traditions, the Kaaba is an earthly replica of a heavenly Kaaba. It was sent from heaven to earth as a mirror of the divine throne. Angels circle the heavenly Kaaba eternally, and the ritual of tawaf, the 7 circuits pilgrims make, is a reflection of this celestial worship. But what makes it all even more disturbing is its location. The Kaaba is positioned at what geographers call Earth's golden ratio, the point that best balances the planet's continental masses. Coincidence? Lost ancient knowledge? Or something more? The Kaaba's current structure has been rebuilt multiple times throughout history. The version we see today is 12.86 meters high, 11.03 meters wide, and 12.62 meters long. Its walls are made of local limestone and granite, some of which weigh over 5 tons each. The Grand Mosque that houses it is even more impressive. With 400,800 square meters of built area, it can accommodate over 2 million people simultaneously. Its 9 towers, called minarets, rise 89 meters high, visible from miles away in the desert. The mosque's flooring is a feat of modern engineering. More than 500,000 tons of special white marble were used, keeping it cool under the scorching sun. The air conditioning system consumes enough energy to power a city of 100,000 people, keeping the interior temperature 10 degrees cooler than the exterior. But the most impressive technology lies in the mobile minarets. During the 2015 renovations, a system was installed that allows parts of the minarets to expand during the Hajj, increasing the acoustic capacity so that the call to prayer reaches all 2 million pilgrims perfectly. Before the Islamic era, the Kaaba was a multicultural pagan sanctuary. Arab tribes from across the peninsula visited the site to worship their gods. The structure housed more than 360 idols, one for each day of the Arabic lunar year, representing deities from different cultures. Hubal, god of the moon; Al-Lat, goddess of fertility; Al-Uzza, goddess of strength; and Manat, goddess of destiny. What's most intriguing is that, even though it was a pagan center, the ritual of the 7 circles already existed. Trade caravans, Nomadic tribes, Persian merchants, and even Ethiopians participated in this ancient circular ritual. Why 7 circles? Why always counterclockwise? These aspects remained unchanged even after Islamization. In 630 AD, the Prophet Muhammad returned to Mecca after years of exile. In an act that forever changed human history, he personally destroyed all 360 idols, using a rod to topple each one. He is said to have recited the Quranic verse, "Truth has come and falsehood has vanished." Interestingly, there is one idol that has never been found by archaeologists, a solid gold statue mentioned in ancient texts as the guardian of the black stone. Some believe it was hidden in underground chambers that have yet to be discovered. Even the most sacred place in the world is not immune to tragedy. The siege of 1979, the unthinkable attack. On November 20th, 1979, at 4:47 a.m. during the dawn prayer, the unthinkable happened. A group of more than 500 armed militants stormed the Grand Mosque. They claimed that Juhayman al-Otaibi was the Mahdi, the long-awaited Messiah, and that they would purify Islam of modern corruption. What followed was a 15-day siege that shocked the Islamic world. Intense gunfire, grenades, tear gas inside the holiest site. The insurgents knew every corridor, every secret passage in the mosque. They had studied the architecture for months. To retake the site, Saudi authorities had to ask the French army for technical assistance, something unthinkable given that non-Muslims are not allowed to enter Mecca. The French temporarily converted to Islam to participate in the operation. The final toll: 330 dead and 451 injured. The mosque, inviolable for 13 centuries, had been desecrated from within. The 1990 tunnel tragedy. On July 2nd, 1990, during the Hajj, 1,426 pilgrims were trampled to death in a tunnel connecting Mecca to Mina. The ventilation system failed and temperatures reached 70 degrees Celsius. But the survivors' accounts are disturbing. Many describe inexplicable sensations, whispers calling them, an irresistible compulsion to enter the tunnel, visions of golden lights guiding them to the same fateful destination. Dr. Ahmad Hassan, an Egyptian survivor and physician, reported, "It was as if an invisible force was pulling us all. We couldn't resist." Hallucinations caused by extreme heat or something beyond our comprehension. Set into the southeast corner of the Kaaba, it is venerated by millions. The black stone is 30 centimeters in diameter and is fragmented into 15 pieces held together by a pure silver frame weighing 95 kilograms. According to tradition, this stone was given to Abraham by an angel and came from paradise. It was originally whiter than milk, but darkened as it absorbed the sins of humanity. Modern scientific theories suggest it's a rare meteorite, possibly an aerolite with a unique composition. Dr. Robert Clayton, a geochemist at the University of Chicago, analyzed tiny fragments and discovered unexplained isotopes, elements that don't occur naturally on Earth. Pilgrims report supernatural experiences when touching it. Sensation of intense heat, even on cold days. Rhythmic pulsations synchronized with the heartbeat. Momentary visions of golden light, cure for diseases considered incurable. Sheikh Abdullah Al-Manea, guardian of the Kaaba for 40 years, says, "I have seen men cry like children when they touched it. I have seen paralyzed people regain movement. I have seen skeptics instantly converted. There is something there that science cannot yet measure." The forbidden interior. Few mortals have ever entered the Kaaba. The interior features 3 wooden pillars supporting the ceiling, 2 golden lamps, and tablets with Quranic inscriptions. The floor is colored marble in mesmerizing geometric patterns. King Abdullah of Saudi Arabia described his experience in 2007. It's impossible to describe. There's a presence there, something that silences any thought, that silences any ego. I felt I was in the antechamber of heaven itself. 19 meters from the Kaaba lies the Zamzam well, one of the largest hydrological anomalies on the planet. Located in the middle of an arid desert, this well has never run dry in over 4,000 years of recorded history. The origin is miraculous. Hagar, Ishmael's mother, ran desperately between the Safa and Marwa hills, looking for water for her dying son. On the seventh journey, a crystal-clear spring gushed from the dry sand right where the baby's heel touched the ground. Impressive data. The Zamzam well is as deep as a 10-story building. The amount of water that gushes out of it every second would be enough to fill almost a 1,000-liter water tank. That is, in 1 minute, it would fill 60 water tanks. If we add up everything it produces throughout the year, it would be enough to fill more than 80,000 Olympic swimming pools. And the most impressive thing, the water always comes out at the same temperature. Lukewarm, like a pleasant bath, even when it's 50 degrees or more outside. Dr. Yahya Koshak, a scientist who has studied this well for 15 years, said, "Geologically, this well shouldn't even exist. The region is completely dry. The water seems to spring from a place no one can explain." Unexplained properties. When scientists analyzed the water from Zamzam, they were surprised. It has 3 times more minerals than regular water. It's like a natural energy drink from the earth. There are no living bacteria in it. Its pH is so balanced that it would be any health expert's dream. And its antioxidant effects are more potent than those of the most expensive mineral waters in the world. It's no wonder that millions of people take bottles of this sacred water home with them. Hospitals in Indonesia use it as part of cancer treatments. And in research centers in Egypt, doctors have already recorded unexplained cures in patients who drank it regularly. The Hajj is more than a pilgrimage. It is a spiritual reprogramming program that connects the pilgrim to ancient cosmic frequencies. During Tawaf, pilgrims enter an altered state of consciousness. Neurological studies conducted by Harvard University have detected theta brainwaves, the same pattern observed in deep meditation and mystical experiences. The sacred corridor, Sa. The race between Safa and Marwa replicates Hagar's desperation. It's a 7-way race totaling 3.15 kilometers. This movement generates a specific energy pattern that some physicists compare to gravitational waves. Dr. Michio Kaku, a theoretical physicist, speculates repetitive circular and linear movements in places with geomagnetic anomalies can create energy fields that influence human consciousness. Ancient Islamic traditions prophesy specific events related to the Kaaba that have already begun to come to pass. Signs already fulfilled. The Kaaba will be attacked by Yemeni forces, siege of 1979. Pilgrims died in large numbers, multiple tragedies. The mosque will be expanded beyond its natural boundaries, modern expansions. Prophecies yet to come. The Hajj will be interrupted by a major war. The Kaaba will be destroyed by an Ethiopian king, authentic hadith. Jesus, Isa, will descend near the white minaret of Damascus. At the end of time, the Kaaba will be raised to heaven along with the Quran. Sheikh Ibn Baz, former Grand Mufti of Saudi Arabia, stated, "These signs are not metaphors. They are literal events that will come to pass exactly as prophesied." As we speak, at this very moment, millions of people are turning toward the Kaaba for prayer. In Tokyo, New York, Lagos, Jakarta, every second that passes, someone is connecting spiritually to this particular spot on the planet. The Grand Mosque continues to grow. New wings, heated bridges, heat-resistant floors, 8D sound systems. Technology combines with faith to accommodate the millions who gather there every year. But behind all the modernity, something remains eternally unchanged. The aura, the mystery, the inexplicable feeling that there, at that exact spot on Earth, something bigger is happening. Scientists find anomalies that defy physics. Mystics report experiences that transcend the material world. Skeptics leave there transformed. Believers find confirmation of their deepest convictions. Perhaps this is why so many weep when they see the Kaaba for the first time. Why so many tremble when they touch the black stone. Why so many feel, without words, that they are before something that simply is not of this world. The Grand Mosque of Mecca is more than a holy place. She is a portal between the visible and the invisible, between the human and the divine, between the known and the inexplicable. And even if you never go there, even if your faith is different, even if you don't believe in anything, the mystery of this sacred place, somehow, it has already touched you. This was another episode of Sacred Roots. If you've made it this far, leave a comment. Which sacred place would you like us to explore in our next episode? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to embark with us on this journey through the most mysterious and sacred places on our planet.